Hey guys, it's Misty from the Book Raft, and Better World Books had another sale. Okay, so I have another Better World Books haul plus a couple, and this time it was the kind of sale I like. It was the 25% off all used books, so not just the bargain bin books. Of course that meant, yeah, I had to place an order even though I just had. So I'm gonna get right into it. First up for review, I got The Real Boy by Anne Ursu. I'm super excited about this. You guys may know I loved Breadcrumbs. Like, seriously one of my favorite books of 2012. It was just fantastic. Everything about it was just spot on and I loved it. So of course I was super eager for her next book, which is The Real Boy. It's about a boy who's an assistant to a wizard and kind of middle grade adventure. It sounds really good and I'm really looking forward to just getting back into Anne Ursu's style. She injected Breadcrumbs with so much life and depth, and I'm looking forward to seeing how she does it in The Real Boy. This one doesn't come out until end of September, beginning of October, right around there. And I won a copy of Silo by DJ McHale from Shelf Awareness, I believe. Nope, that's a lie. I won this from Library Thing. It sounds like it's maybe slightly thriller-y. It's compared to the Maze Runner and the Alex Rider series with a kind of military thing going on. It comes out in July, and though I don't think I'll be able to read it before it comes out and review it just because I'm too busy, I'm definitely looking forward to it. And then, as I said, Better World Books was having a sale on all of their used books, so no matter the condition, the only requirement was that it had to ship through Better World Books. I had a lot of things on my wish list. Apparently a lot of people must have beat me to the sale, even though I went pretty much as soon as I got the email, because I had seen some things on my wish list in the used section that were pretty cheap and I was contemplating buying even without the sale, and they were already gone by the time I logged in, so people were snatching things up. However, I did find some good ones. Some of them were impulse buys, most of them were things that were on my wish list or I'm curious about, and there was a hell of a lot of cover appeal going on. So from Better World Books, I got Grave Mercy by Robin Lefevre's. This one has been on my wish list since it made its debut on Goodreads. It's about assassin nuns, obviously that goes straight to the top of the wish list. I almost pre-ordered this and I'm not sure why I didn't. I think I was just poor at the time and was sure that I was going to get it at some point soon, and I just kind of kept being sure that I was going to get it soon and never really did, and it was just finally I need to get this. They had a pretty cheap copy. It was maybe $5 or so, and it was 25% off, so couldn't beat that, and it's hardcover, excellent condition. Forgotten by Kat Patrick, which was on Friday Face Off recently. I really liked Revived by Kat Patrick, and I remembered that this one had kind of caught my interest. I couldn't remember it too well, but as I was browsing through, I found a copy that was, I want to say $3.48 or something like that before the sale price. So that was a no-brainer, especially because it's hardcover. The Book of Blood and Shadow by Robin Wasserman. This is not my favorite cover of this, though I do really like the detail in the eye that, I'm sorry, is covered with a little bit of a library sticker there. I like this cover. It's not that I dislike this cover, but I love the UK version, which was why I hadn't gotten this yet. I was planning on just buying the UK version from Book Depository at some point, and then I was browsing and this one popped up and it was really cheap. So even though it wasn't the cover that I wanted, for that price and for the condition that it's in, I really couldn't pass it up and be that nitpicky this time. The Blessed by Tanya Hurley, which I'm not gonna lie, I have heard really mixed reviews of and I'm not positive I'm gonna like, but I love this creepy off cover. I really just do. And now that I'm seeing it in person, I love the spine and the back as well. I think it's just an excellently designed, memorably designed book. Not for everybody. Some people are gonna look at it and be like, ugh, that's off-putting. But I liked that. It makes me curious about the story, so figured for the price, why not give it a try? Dark of the Moon by Tracy Barrett, which is a retelling of the Ariadne-Theseus myth. I'm a huge mythology fan, and that one was always one of my favorites, and I've heard that it really delves into the story in an interesting, very straightforward kind of way, and is a really good retelling. I know some people weren't huge fans of it, and sort of some ambiguity, I think, but I'm fine with that, and I love this cover. I mean, you can't go wrong with mythology retellings. The Wicked and the Just by J. Anderson Coates, which sounds good, sure, but let's be honest, I had to have that cover. I had to have it. I do want to read it. It does sound good. It does sound like something right up my alley, but even without knowing what it was about, I still would have bought it because I love it. Dark Mirror by Juliette Marillier. I have almost bought this a million times because they always have it. It's always in the bargain bin, but I've held off because it has really, really mixed reviews. But let's be honest, I think all of her books do. They tend to get a reaction out of people whether it's good or bad, including my favorites from her. And in fact, every book I've read by her I've loved. So I figured, can't go wrong. I'm sure I'll have issues with it, but I'm sure I'll love it just the same. And I didn't realize when I bought it that it was hardcover. So for the price that I paid for it, I really can't go wrong. Alright, so that was what I got for this book haul. More Better World Books, yumminess, and a couple of others that I'm definitely excited for. Let me know what you think of the books that I got and my little spending sprees. I think I'm done for a little while. Maybe. Hopefully. I need to start reading them, right? Alrighty, so I forgot to mention 2 other books that I got. I once again stopped into Ollie's because I'm an idiot. Actually, I was looking for a birthday present for someone in the book department, and I did find one, so yay. But of course, I got a couple things for myself as well. So, I got Into the Wild by Sarah Beth Durst. So I've read 3 books by Sarah Beth Durst. The first was Ice, which I didn't like at all, but the other 2, Drink, Slay, Love, and Vessel, I absolutely adored. So this one came earlier, and maybe it'll be like Ice and I won't like it. I figured it was definitely worth a chance considering how much I loved the other 2. It's sort of fairy tale-esque and surreal, I think. They did have the sequel, Out of the Wild, which I probably should have just gone ahead and got because there was only 1 copy, but I figured I would wait until I had read this and see what I think. And the other I got was Spiritbound by Rochelle Mead. I thought that I owned this entire series. Actually, I knew for a long time that I was missing one of the books right in the middle because I had won some copies and some I had picked up really cheap, and so it was just kind of getting it all piecemeal. But I thought that I had filled in the gaps and that I did own the entire series, but I was on Goodreads and for some reason I decided to check through my shelves and it said that I didn't own Spiritbound. And I thought maybe I had just messed up and not marked it, but then I couldn't find it on my shelves either. So there is the potential that I do already own this one and I just couldn't find it, but I'm thinking that I was right originally and that I did still have one missing from the series. So, though I wasn't actively looking for it, I walked in and it was just sitting there. And it was the only copy in hardcover, which is the rest of my series is hardcover. And it was $1.99. So I figured even if I do potentially have it, better safe than sorry, and if I do find that other copy, then, you know, I'll pass it on to someone else. But I went ahead and picked it up and definitely completed my Vampire Academy series, and now that really is all.